what I don't miss about going to the movies? I don't miss going to the movies and paying to see a trash ass movie. I don't miss that. Put that shit on HBO Max. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, #MovieBae. I am MovieBae, and in this video, I'm going to be reviewing The Forever Purge. Now let's get into it. Actually, stop. Before we get into it, drop down right now and hit that subscribe button. Yes. Here on MovieBae, I do reviews, reactions, and commentary to movies and television, so if that's what you like, you might as well subscribe. So now, let's get into it. Well, The Forever Purge is like the 5th installment of the Purge franchise. And it's said to be the last installment of the Purge, and thank God, because I'm a huge Purge fan. Contrary to popular belief, I personally think that the first Purge, meaning the very first movie, the first installment, is the best Purge. I do. The concept was still fresh, you know, it was still suspenseful. You really didn't know what was happening and why it was happening yet, so I was here for it. And I like Ethan Hawke, okay? Fun little home invasion movie. However, the creators of The Purge decided that with the climate of the United States, that it was just, their movies were getting a little bit too real. So they wanted to stop. With that being said, let's get into what the plot is, okay? On the run from a drug cartel, a Mexican couple battle vicious thugs who plan to continue the violent tradition of the now outlawed Purge. So let's focus in on the outlawed Purge, okay? So we all know that you have 12 hours to commit any crime that you want to. Murder is the only crime that seems to be highlighted in his movies, but hey, it is what it is, okay? So what happens after that little siren? What happens when that little bell stops, okay? And it says, you can no longer commit these crimes. We back to regular everyday life. I've always wondered that concept. Like, who just wants to be like, okay, well, now we can go back to normal? Because you know some loonies out there who, they just want to keep going and keep going and keep going. So I was really excited for this concept. I wanted to see the cleanup process. Like, I wanted to see all of that because I feel like we got a lot of social side to the Purge versus, well, this is what happens afterwards. Because that's what I'm more interested in after having 3 movies about the social issues, the political issues of it all. Like, I'm over that. I really just needed one. In this movie, they actually did show a little bit of the cleanup. They showed first responders coming, and this is what they do now. They picking up bodies off the sidewalk. Like, I really wanted more of that. And how do you go on about your life after the Purge too? Like, let me write a franchise, please. Let me write a franchise. After Americans continue to purge, neighboring countries have opened their borders for 6 hours only to anyone who is unarmed who wants to who needs a safe haven, okay, basically. In the movie, you have a rich white family who employs undocumented Mexicans, okay? Yeah. The rich white family gets in some trouble. I'm trying not to spoil it too much. The rich white people get into some trouble and the Mexicans come save them, so they kind of band together in order to get to Mexico. Because America has lost their damn mind, okay? So that is the goal of this movie. Now, with that being said, I wasn't invested in any of these characters. I didn't care if anybody made it to the border. That's messed up to say, but I didn't. I feel like they didn't spend enough time building these characters, getting us to like them. A lot of the Purge movies don't. In this movie, they real life skipped over all of that. So I feel like they were kind of like relying on your morals to, like, do you like people or do you not like people? Because if you like people, you're going to root for them. And if you don't like people, you not going to care. Oops. Anyhow, so like we have a pregnant lady. Automatic empathy. She's pregnant. Oh my God, I hope she doesn't die. She's pregnant, right? You have a married couple. Oh my God, they're in love. I hope they don't die. They're in love. And then, like, that's really it. That's really it. Like, you don't have any connection with these people. You just real life don't. I know in Texas they trying to build a wall. like in real life. They're trying to build a wall that borders Mexico. People aren't really too keen on illegal immigrants, undocumented immigrants. So that's what they use to propel the plot in this movie. So you basically have these white Nazis wanting to kill all the Mexicans. Only one black person in this movie, by the way. I'm just saying. I feel like, you know, it was kind of a turn of events because, you know, we always see white people not liking the black people, whoop-de-whoop. But in this movie, now you see the white people not rocking with the Mexicans. I just thought that was funny. Speaking of, we all know the Purge have a lot of Force themes in it. We know these things. It was so much forced wokeness in this movie that I could not deal. Was the message correct? Absolutely. Was the messenger correct? Absolutely not. So the woke scenes in this movie came from a 60, 70-year-old white man. Yeah, exactly. So basically, when one of their employees tried to come kill them because he's poor white trash and they're the rich white folks and he's upset about that, and then the rich dad is like, okay, you don't like rich people, but you following this law that rich people made, whoop-de-whoop-whoop, and he just was going and going with his monologue, honey. He was feeling it, okay? And the whole time, I was like, right message, wrong messenger. I just couldn't. There was also another part in the movie where one of the Mexicans, the head Mexican protagonist, was looking at the white protagonist, and he was like, be honest, you don't like Mexicans, do you? Like, what? Where did that come from? And you just staring at me, you don't like Mexicans, do you? Like, bruh. It was so forced. They tried to force a love interest between two characters that was not believable. It wasn't sexy, it wasn't hot, it wasn't, and nobody cared. I didn't care. I don't care about these characters. I don't care about them falling in love. I don't care about them not dying. The only thing I cared about in this movie was when they killed one white Nazi lady, because she was getting on my nerves. I was rooting for her to die. That's the only person I cared. That's the only thing I cared about was, are y'all gonna kill her? That's what I cared about. Also, in this movie, they introduced another antagonist toward the end of, in the third act of the movie. They introduced another antagonist. It's like, if it ain't one thing, then it's another, then it's another, then it's another, then it's another. I'm happy this is the last movie. The same as my review was all over the place, this movie was all over the place. Did it have some cool killing scenes? Not really, because it's Texas. They're in Texas. They have crazy gun laws. I don't know if y'all follow, but in Texas, you don't even need a permit to carry anymore. You can just have it on you in public, at the park. So it was really like a Western. People, the Nazi white people, they armed to the T. They got armored trucks and dune buggies. It's like, there's a part in the movie where our protagonists are battling our antagonists and the protagonists run out of bullets all at the same time. Y'all just started shooting at them. Where'd the bullets go? Like, y'all lost that quick? The ending was like, oh yeah, we forgot about these people. They're okay. And then as the credits roll, they play Cardi B, because why not? That being said, I am super excited that this is the last Purge, because I didn't like it. To have more representation, like, it was a Mexican cast, they were speaking Spanish, making white written Spanish jokes. You know, they tried. So A for effort for the representation, A for effort for the concept, and everything else is trash. This movie is not good. You should definitely wait till it comes on HBO Max or somewhere for free, because it's bad. With all that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to drop down and hit the subscribe button, like this video, and also comment if you've seen the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, do you want to see the movie? Let me know. And with all that being said, I'll see you next time. It's a date. Oh, and a disclaimer, Texas ain't that country. Yes, I see an occasional horse from time to time at Walmart, but we gonna let that go.